All right.
Thank you so much, Bruna.
No problem. Enjoy it.
So, hello everybody. Nice to see. Hello, Charlie. Long time no see.
Hello,
Oh, you
hello.
muted.
Can you listen me?
Yeah, I can.
Test 1, 2, 3. Long time no see you. Thank
Long
you
time
for
no see.
receive me in your meeting. Thank you for donate your time, because I know here in TNT you donate your time.
Definitely.
And yeah, unfortunately my schedule here in Calgary, it's a little bit crazy, and I cannot participate in many meetings because here it's 4 hours behind the Brazil, and today I'm at home and I can. It's not happen every day.
So it's really
That's
early where you
Yeah.
are, right?
Yeah, here now it's
Got it.
9
Oh,
a.m.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Actually, it's been let me change my name. It's been a time that I don't come here because I had some problems. I moved to a place next to my work, so I had to take a time for myself as well. So it's my kind of first time in a while here again.
All right.
So
And in this case, it's what happened one occasionality. Yeah, 2 things happen for we have this meeting together.
exactly.
Sorry, my bad English.
But we are here. But we are here, so it's okay. Yeah, it's something interesting what you said about bad English. I don't know if I can talk in English anymore. I am kind of thinking what I have to say because it's been a while that I don't talk in English. It's been like 2 months or something.
You can do that. I for
we
sure.
all can. We all can. Hello, Adriana.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is it your first time here?
Yes.
Yes, here in this meeting or first time in TALKNTALK?
I did some class in TALKNTALK a long time ago, but I stopped it and now I decided to return.
Awesome. So we are all here coming back to TNT, coming back to practice English because as I said, it's been 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, 2 months or 2 months and something that I don't come to like any meetings, even mine. So we are all here to we will all restart talking English, right? So I didn't introduce myself. So I'm Bia. I am 22 years old, almost forgot. I'm Carioca. I was born and I lived my whole life here in Rio de Janeiro. And I am a chemistry student. I am a tattooist, I'm an artist, and I own a beauty studio. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Charlize, please introduce yourself.
Oh, all right. My name is Charles Lopes. I have double +1 age of beer. Yeah. A little bit old, maybe age for be dead. But yeah, I started studying English maybe 3 or 4 years ago from Duolingo. And TNT, I have been participating since November or October the last year. Yeah, I guess not too often in the past because I did not have time, but from April, March this year, I start do this more often, and I feel I improve a lot. And now I can stay here in Calgary, and yeah, I can talk a little with this crazy guy. The English it's so fast, but But I think the TNT gave me a good base for to be here and have conversation with this guy. Learning English to me, it's a process, and every day you learn things different and you improve more. So I think I will die and I will not learn everything. But that's it. I'm from Brazil. I was born in Brasilia, and I'm 3 months here in Calgary, doing my best. And to me, late first, but Bia chose me. Adriana, please, my respect.
No problem. So I am Adriana. I'm born and living in Brazil. I'm from Minas Gerais. I never could learn English in the traditional methods, you know. So I am terrible with grammar and the rules and all these things, and it's definitely not work to me. And 3 years ago, I decided to learn, and I started one similar platform in Cambly. Is like same here, the TALK, but it's only with natives, and I learned everything with these guys, you know. But unfortunately, because the height of the dollar, I cannot to continue there, and I find it in TNT this opportunity to don't lose my improve in the Cambly, you know, because I don't have I don't need the opportunity to travel for another country, but I have this dream, you know, who knows one day. But I need to necessity to training, and it's important to me when I understand one message or one song, or you know, these things. It is.
Awesome, nice to meet you. And so we are in 3 people here, so it's a good time for us to talk, but not I won't be interrupting you too much, because it's just us, and we will just take this moment to talk and be relaxed. You guys can see the questions in the chat. Oh, say, Charles.
Oh, only I would like to say thanks God for no one guy like me, Adriana. It's like me. I don't like grammar. I did not have studied grammar, and it's the same story from you. It's the same. I only jump in the English, and only this. No books, only Duolingo and TNT. I already know I talk and Cambly, but Cambly, like you said, to me it's so expensive. I do
Yes.
a test, but it's not work to me. And I talk, it's amazing to me, but change a lot tutors, and I don't like that. I needed to change a lot, and to me don't work because this. But my first step come from I talk. I can mention that, but I develop more here.
In my last job, the companies pay one English course to me, and I was obligated to buy the books and these things, you know. And I have here all the books and the exercise, but I I don't have courage to touch in these books. You know, I don't feel difficult to understand. I love to watching TV and original audio,
Yeah.
and I hear radio and everything in English all day. But please don't ask me anything about grammar.
I used to say my English. I learn English like a parrot, a papagaio. Only listen and talking,
It's
because
the same to me.
I work in my previous job in Brazil. I work as a satellite images analyst, and I stayed 6 hours in front of the computer alone, and I could listen a lot podcasts, radios, and other things. And I only do that and listen 6 hours per day, and Duolingo every day. I still do that in French now, but I still do. And talk sometimes, not too often. And and you can see the result. Not too good, but it's everything that I can offer for you too.
You guys are doing really, really great. Yeah, so sometimes I would say that nowadays it's getting hard for us to pay attention on grammar, for example, on things like that, like sit down and start to read a book to study. It's getting really hard, and people need to find their way to study. For example, for me, it's not a big deal sit down and study grammar. It's not a big deal for me. I stayed like that for a long time. I studied English for a long time, and I passed years and years and years doing that. So I'm like used to do that. But things are getting hard, and nowadays I just practice like talking
Yes.
and hearing. Basically, I study actually oh, sorry, my cell phone just
Only thing I know, I will do a mess in your meeting, but only thing there, I think it's interesting. Before I arrive in Canada, I listen a lot of social media like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. There, some guys talk. Here in Canada, you should have a good English for have a good job, for have a job. This kind of things feel me scared, because I thought, what level of English this guy needs, all right? And yeah, I think about, and when I arrive here, I realize we don't need English here. We need to be we need to have self-esteem for face this situation, right? Like you can follow my meets here, and you can see my English. When I arrive here, it's, if you go 3 months ago, you will see some videos, and you will see my English in 3 months ago. And I think it's you should have a base like here in TNT we have, and you should have courage for try to understand, because you can talk, sometimes you cannot understand, because the English it's a little bit different. But if you don't shy, it's okay, you can, yeah. Like I used to say at my work, my English work well, because everyone is from other culture. I don't know any Canadian over there, but at the school, at the college, I face some problem because my tutors are Canadians, and some colleagues are Canadian. I face some problem, but in the normal life here, our English from TNT, it's okay, it's enough, and you can, yeah. That's it. I think it's important because, like I said, I feel afraid when before I arrive here.
Yes. I remember one experience in my professional life when I participate one meeting one with the guys from America, and one of these guys say, "Oh, please translate this for me because I am a traditional American to speak one language. I am not like yours Brazilians to learn 2 or 3 languages. No, I am traditional, America traditional. I speak only English." And so I see, and this guy say, "Thank you for your effort to learn my native tongue to speak with me, because I don't have I'm not so smart to learn Portuguese, you know." And one thing is truly sad when you decide to learn another language, in my opinion, is when you need to speak one another Brazilian people, for example, you know, because it's these people to judging you. And most of the times, the natives not judging you, you know. They don't care if you don't use the correct grammar. The important is if he understands you. It's the basic. But here, when you try to speak close to one Brazilian, and this guy don't think twice before to correct you, you know. And this is very disappointed because in my case, I don't have afraid to speak when the native, but I have afraid to speak when in a place when I say when I know we have there one Brazilian, you know. I don't know, Charles, if you feel the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly this. The people here, they are so empathy. It's a trick one, this word, and I really like this empathy. They have eles são carinhosos. They have they care of it's not everyone, of course. Of course, it's not everyone. Each person is different, but they have like they really want to listen you. They really want to understand you. Yeah, they feel excited in talk with you. Yesterday, I was talking with one colleague from the college, and she is Canadian. Like she asked 3 times, and she tried to understand our system, and yeah, it's amazing. And like that, and sometimes we face some strange guy from other cultures, and like you said, they judge us more than native. Bia, sorry for make a mess.
No problem
and
at all. No
go
problem
ahead.
at all.
It's in your comment.
No problem at all. If you guys want to talk about English, we can talk about English. No problem at all. And I agree with you. I think that we Brazilians, we like, I don't know, how can I say that in English? The word that I'm thinking in Portuguese, I don't know if there is something in English similar to that, but we like are really intolerant to some things, and I think we sometimes are afraid that talking about English, we are afraid that people from other countries, they don't understand us, for example, and then we have to say everything really really right, or really clear,
Yes,
or correct, because
for
we are
example,
afraid. But
here I'm here in Minas Gerais, and it's impossible for us speech one enter phrase, one correctly phrase in Portuguese. For us, the Mineiros, this is impossible, So if I cannot the capacity to speak the correct Portuguese, who am I to speak the correct structure English, And I don't know, maybe this way to learn with the books in the structural grammar, maybe this work with the children's, when you start to learn when you are a child. But for adults, in my opinion, this doesn't work.
Adriana, but I need confess you, I hate talk with Mineiro guy in English. Yeah. You know what? Because I cannot listen the accent from Minas. I love accent Mineiro guys, and you lost your accent.
Yes.
Why so? Como eu vou escutar o seu acento em English? It's impressive. I
Yes,
can confess.
this
I
is
love
very interesting
Mineiro.
because I don't know how, but I lost all my accent when I speak in English. I don't know why. I have no idea.
You should use more why. Maybe it's from Minas. I love Mineiro accent. I'm from Brasília. Brasília, it's in the middle of Goiás. Goiás, we have a strong accent too, and not like Mineiro, but I miss this accent. I lived more than 25 years outside the Goiás, in Tocantins, in Pará, and I really love the Goiás accent and Mineiro accent. I already live in Uberlândia, Minas Gerais, long time ago, and I'm not a lie. I'm love the accent from Minas, and it's terrible because when you talk English, I don't know. Pernambucano, Nordest guy lost your accent too. Everyone lost, I guess, and it's amazing. I love Nordestine accent. I love
yes,
Mineiro.
This is an interesting point. It's true. Everyone lost their accent. I don't know why.
There was a girl here on TNT. Her name was Tracy. So a long time that she used to be here with us, and it was like 2020 or 2021, something like that she used to come like every meeting. And actually I will send this live for her. And when I first saw her here on TNT, she was talking in English, of course, and then she was introducing herself like with losing her Portuguese accent, like from the she was with Brazilian accent that we have when we talk in English. But there was a time that she said where she was from, and she said Petrolina, and then I was like, what? What is that?
But
I love her.
It's so interesting, this point. I don't know if you guys know one actress. She's name is Sofia Vergara. She is from Colombia, and now she's a judge in one program, says Americans Got talent, and it's very interesting. And when she speak English, you perceive the Spanish accent, when she's spoken. But it's different. For example, if you see, for example, Jennifer Lopez or Shakira, or I don't know, you don't see the accent, but in this woman, she don't lost the accent, and it's very clear. When you hear the voice, you say, "She's woman is not American."
Yeah, we have our accent, our Brazilian accent when we talk in English, but when we talk in English, it's like really clear that we are Brazilians. Just like, for example, when we hear an Indian talking in English, so it's really clear that this person is Indian. So with Brazilians, it happens too, but when we talk Portuguese, it's like we know which part of Brazil you are, but it doesn't appear when we are talking English, just that we are Brazilians. Go ahead.
One more experience here. Here in Canada, I work in one supermarket as a receiver, and I have contact with a lot of trucks drive, and they all the time ask if I'm Indian, because my face, I looks like Indian. A lot of guys, yeah. And I talk with them, and they don't discover that I'm Brazilian, and everyone they think I'm Indian. It's incredible. I talk this day with some colleagues from the college too. And other fun fact, more than one time, 3 or 4 times, I at my work, I spent almost 2 months, around 2 months, talk with one guy, and we discovered there we are Brazilian only after 2 months, all right? So
oh my God.
yeah,
How come?
I don't know how we talk with you, and this guy, one time we stop for talk more, and we talk every day, and we don't discover. Don't have stamped in his face, I'm Brazilian, need me, and we only talk English over there. We don't talk in our
Now you
language.
can talk in Portuguese.
Yeah. I buy something in some stores here, and I all the time talk with the seller, seller, in English, and I discover in the last minute they are Brazilian too, and of course we do a part, but yeah, like here, everyone is so concentrated in do your best, and they don't matter if you are Indian, French, and it's every day. We don't have time for judge. And you said sometimes we can you can I don't know what I can say. Yeah, you can see that this guy is from India, but it's not ever, all right? It's not everyone. So, because a lot of don't have, and we don't identify where the guy are from. Yeah, not. Yeah, sometimes that's it's happened, and a lot of guy, you are Indian. And I feel good because here I have a lot of Indian. Okay, maybe I will try to talk a little bit Mujabi. I guess that's Mujabi, but yeah, it's the real life, and here that's it. We do what we need to do, and everyone here is so patient, because they know the most. I know guys that live here 2 years and they don't have a good English. Like oh man, you're only 3 months here. Oh, your English it's very good. 2 guy live here almost 10 years, but they come as a refugee and they don't have a preparation for English before, and they don't have English enough. And after 10 years, after 8 years, they don't have a good English yet. Yeah, that's it. Here it's a Babel.
Yeah, I think it depends on the person mainly. It's like it's not everybody that learn with the same period of time in the same period of time. So some people takes a little longer or less, but you improved really fast. And actually, before you go to Canada, you were like coming to the TNT meetings like every time, right? So you practice a lot before you go there.
Yeah, and I think this it's important. You be prepared. You do. Only and I talk to my wife. My wife, it's opposite from us, Adriana. My wife like books. My wife like grandma, and she spend a lot of time reading in her English. It's amazing, right? But she don't talk. It's not outgoing like me, and she don't open for talking. I live talk to her. Left his English left inside you, girl, please, because she is so good in grammar. She write well. But she don't talk, and I use talk to her. Here we need to talk. We need to interact. I will not write. No, we need to talk. We need this. Don't be arresting books, because we need this. We need to talk. Wrong or right? We need to talk. Right? That's it. Yeah, it's difficult, but that's it. But she has a great English, and she has great in grammar, and she correct my mistake all the time. But I'm talk.
This is interesting. I decided learn English only because I like to hear songs. Only because I don't feel it's correct. I listen and sometimes singing one thing who I don't know what this is, and this is like a dream for me, and because this I decided to learn, and the traditional methods doesn't work to me. But when I decide to training my listening first, and after that I start to speaking, I see the improvement. I see how all the fears is going. And I participate meetings with these guys from America, and now I don't need English in my job anymore, but I cannot losing the practice, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's not important you speaking correctly. The important is you speaking.
Definitely. We don't even speak Portuguese well. How come we will speak a perfect English? There is no possibility to that for that to happen. So I am carioca. I say a lot of things really, really wrong. Sometimes I don't say things in plural. So, I commit a lot of mistakes in Portuguese. Of course, I will commit in English, but the mainly, um, the mainly thing is practice. Doesn't matter if you are saying right or wrong. You have to speak, right?
Yes, and it is interesting because when Charles share with us his experience, for example, if he has afraid or fear to talk, he don't live in the experience to live in another country, you know. In my case, I never had this opportunity, but I speak almost 100 hours with natives, and when I speak with one native and I perceive this guy understand me, for me it's like a heaven, because in my mind, oh Jesus, I don't speak English and this guy understand me, and this is one is I feel so good. It's so amazing, and I hope one day have the experience to stay outside to Brazil and have this freedom, to speak to everyone. Don't need to help to another people, and I don't care if I speak wrong, but for me the important is if the another guy, another people who's understand. For me this is more important.
Yeah, I know that fluence is a really problematic word. For some, fluency is something. For others, fluency is other thing. But for me, fluence is when you can understand and people can understand you. If it happens, you're fluent. It doesn't matter if you are committing mistakes during your speech, or if your accent is too strong. It doesn't matter. If you can understand and people can understand you, it's perfect. You're fluent. In my opinion, of course, as I said, fluence is it's a really hard word. It's really complicated.
Yes, one day I see one explanation when one teacher say fluency is only when you born and grow up in this country. When you live there and you grow up and you live only there and you learn science when you was a child in all your life. In my case, I am fluent in Portuguese. English is my second language. And we here, I don't know, 40 minutes, and we have 3 Brazilian people, and we don't use any word in Portuguese, and we communicate very well. And this is our way to fluence too. Sure, it's not like a native. It's the same you say for one French or one American speak like us. It's not the same, but it's a kind of fluence, in my opinion, of course.
Let me share more experience, like as Adriana mentioned. One interesting thing that I realize here, it's I listen and on social media too. There are some guys, oh, I'm Miss talking Portuguese. Yeah, I think it's a bullshit. And until now, I think the same way. But I can confess, sometimes it's tired. Sometimes we feel tired. Talk all day long in English. It's so hard sometimes. Maybe our mood it's not good and you feel tired. I can confess. It's not every day I talk too much. Yeah, some days I talk more, some days I talk less, but oh, it's terrible. Sometimes I feel so tired and yeah. And I try to talk with my wife and I try to talk in English now because we need to do that and she need to train. But I talk her sorry, but I'm a little bit tired. Yeah. And we feel tired because we need to think in English all the time. I'm not miss talking in Portuguese. I'm feel only I need not to talk. Only give a break for my mind and I don't I want not to talk. These days I need to do some speech in English, and it's because this week I'm trying to do more. Thanks God, I already had one speech. I need to do a presentation in English at my college, and to me it was amazing. Thanks God, thanks GNT, thanks Duolingo, and I do that. My advantage it's because I don't feel afraid and I'm an outgoing guy. So to me, I do what I need to do and I start my speech, talk to the guy, please be emphatic, right? Please, because it's my first time and I'm prepared for that 1 week and I will do my best. If you understand or not, I'm told one bad word, but I will not repeat here. Yeah, that's it. And it's like some young guys from my class. They are Canadian and they are afraid. And oh man, here everyone, we need to train this speech here because we here for learn at college. Yeah? It's the right place for do that, for do mistakes. Yeah. But yeah, I'm in the end of the semester here. Yeah, I have 3 or 4 presentation. And you want to do? Yeah, I want. I know. I can do that. And yeah, I don't have nothing for lost. I only need to learn. That's it. And it's my advantage. I'm a cara de pau guy. I don't have word for that. Actually, Felipe and other guys already told us how I can say that, but I prefer forgotten. I prefer use cara de pau. It's more charmous.
Yeah, I am not like this. I'm jealous. I really am because I'm not like this. I am super shy. There was a time that I didn't know many. I could talk well, but not many things because I wasn't used to talk during my classes. For example, in a regular English school, okay, I did not talk because I didn't used to talk because I'm shy and I didn't like the whole class, the classmates. I didn't like them, so I didn't talk. But then when I had to I don't know. There was a time that I was almost in the end of the course, and then I said, yeah, I have to talk a little bit, and then I tried to fight my shyness, and then I start to talk. But it's really hard. You have no idea how was my first time here on TNT. Was terrible, terrible, terrible. It was like I didn't know anything about English, but yeah, I am facing shyness. What about you, Adriana? Are you shy?
Oh, I am a lot of shy. I don't open my camera. You see.
Try
But
do that now, please. And I would like to, I would like to know, where are you from in Minas? I forgot and I lost. And let me tell you one thing. I'm impressive because your English it's a red. You have a great English, and
thank you.
I don't say that in the first time because but yeah, you now I understand a little bit English and I can feel your English. To me it's perfect. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. I am very shy, but I will always search the opportunity to speak with a native. You know, for example, when I work in one American company, everywhere when we receive someone for another country, I feel so please speak with me, but anyone speak to me, you know. And nothing. But sometimes I create courage and start to speak in one meeting, for example, you know. But it's sure it's different, but it's different to in personal, you know. For example, I speak with natives, but in for video, you know. Sure, it's in the real life is different, but I don't know, in my vision, I don't know if it's normal or if it's the same. I have to impress it to when you start to speak English, some key turn in your brain, you know, and probably I start to speak like another person, maybe. I don't know.
I definitely understand that. Like, definitely, it's like a switch that you have
Yes.
to put English and Portuguese. So, you know, there was a time there once actually I was going to back to home because I was in a regular English school, and I had to take the bus, but I like did this and I entered the bus, and I gave money to the driver, and I said thank you for him, like in English, thank you. I huh? I didn't have like nothing to answer because my brain was in English. I couldn't like
Yes,
I didn't switch to Portuguese, and then I was
this
like,
happened to me in the church, because I usually hear the songs in English. And one day I stayed in the Sunday morning in the church, and this guy just started to sing the song in Portuguese. In my brain, you know, my brain exploded because it's like, oh Jesus, please forgive me, because I don't know this song in Portuguese. You know, I have no idea how is this song in Portuguese, and I hear the rhythm, but the letter in my mind it's in English, and everyone around me is singing Portuguese, you know. and so a strange experience.
Let me share more fun fact. Yeah, exactly this you are talking like this guy in my work there. He is Brazilian too. Sometimes we meet with each other and we still talking English, not because we are metido, but because we talking and we forgot to change to Portuguese, and we still talking English. But sometimes, oh man, sorry, I forgot that I can talk in Portuguese because we are in the environment there, everyone talking English, and when we meet each other, we don't change because our mind it's already in English, right? And we talk in English only this. Other things, some things I'm so much immersed here that I forgot in Portuguese the same word. Uh, I know English, but I don't know in Portuguese. It's not because I don't know. It's because if I breathe and think, I will remember. But it's more easy in English. Like with my wife, sometimes I when I talk with another person, I try to talk in Portuguese. But when I talk with my wife, I eu falo em português, but some words in English because it's more easy. And she understands well, and I mix because our brain, that's it. It's yeah. I think that's exactly this that you talk in Portuguese but thinking English, and yeah, it's a mix. Sometimes it's a little bit like I said, it's a little bit tired for our brain, but it's funny too because yeah, you only know that. My daughter too. She is 12 years and she listen a lot and watch a lot things in English. And sometimes we talk more in English than in Portuguese because it's more easy for us and we train. Nós não somos metidos. It's only because it's more easy. Yeah, some like if when you talk with the driving English, maybe this guy, she is metida. No, it's only because you in this vibe, all right? Only this. It's normal.
Yeah, I think that people who are not bilingual or doesn't speak other language doesn't understand, but it happens. You have to turn your brain to a language and turn your brain to other language. And you know that time with the bus driver, I got so embarrassed, embarrassed because I was saying thank you, and then my brain was like, oh my god, he's gonna think that I what is that metida, that I will that I'm metida. So I got really embarrassed.
Now imagine you the problem that I face there. Yesterday I had a lot of things for do here in Calgary and in Brazil. I already work in Brazil and I need to send some emails. And sometimes I confuse there who I need to write in English and who I need to talk write in Portuguese. And sometimes I send some message in English for the girl in Brazil, but it's a co-work and it's okay. No man, sorry for that, but yeah, it's happened. Like you can see this one. I sometimes I'm talk with you and I talk with another guy, and yeah, sometimes that's it in Portuguese and English. Yeah, sometimes I forgot if I need to write in Portuguese and write in English, and happen change. But yeah, it's a challenge for us. Stay here and stay over there. It's a challenge, but it's funny too. And when I did not talk English yet, I thought, this guy it's metido. But now I understand. It's not his fault. It's only the brain. It's our born, right? Yeah, that's it. Adriana,
Really
where are you
hard.
from in Minas?
In Belo Horizonte.
Oh, Bezonte. Oh, I love Bezonte.
So guys, unfortunately, we are running out of time. And I want to just ask to Adriana, it's your first time in a while. So I want to ask you, how was it? How was it, this talk to you? I almost said in Portuguese, we couldn't, I couldn't ask the questions that I put in the chat, but it's okay. We talked about English, and it was an awesome conversation for me.
Mhm.
And I want to know from you, how was this conversation?
Oh, for me, it's amazing. I don't train in English and almost 8 months. And it's my first conversation after 8 months. And was amazing, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. So I put in the chat a link to a survey. It's like a feedback. You can click in this link and you can put there. You can rate this conversation, and you can put there, oh, I like this conversation because of that, or I didn't like this conversation because of that, and then you can suggest some topics for me to bring. Okay.
Okay.
So I think that's it, guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Bia.
you.
Sorry
Welcome,
for
everybody,
do a mess
back.
in your meeting.
No
Don't follow the
problem
rules.
at all.
Don't follow the question. But
No
yeah, it
problem
was
at all.
amazing conversation, I guess. It's
I'm
different,
here
but
just to
it's
help you
amazing.
and learn.
Yes.
Thank you for.
Thank you, guys. Bye.